Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Molly Sarambai, bringing to you the Silesian news across the globe. The profound communion that exists among all groups and with all continents, and that nourishes our common spirituality in the service of the mission. This is what gives form and content to the Silesian Family Spirituality Days among all those who take part. In a few days' time in Turin Valdocco, January 12 to 15, 2023, a new edition will take place, since the start of this beautiful and successful Silesian tradition, which will focus on the theme of the Rector Major Strena for this new year, as the yeast in today's human family, the lay dimension in the family of Don Bosco. Given the success of the methodology used in recent editions, this year's Silesian Family Spirituality Days shall once again include a mixed combination of activities in presence and digital. In this way, the approximately 300 representatives of almost all 32 groups of the SF present in Valdocco will have the opportunity to participate in scheduled events, but also the thousands of members of the SF scattered around the world will be able to live communally some of the moments of the days. More specifically, the 9 a.m. morning mass and the afternoon sessions from 3 to 5 p.m. shall always be visible on the social channels of ANS, the Facebook page and the YouTube channel. It will begin in the morning of Thursday, January 12, with the welcoming of guests and visits to Valdocco and the Casa Don Bosco Museum, while the official opening will take place in the early afternoon at 3:30 p.m. local time. In this same session, digitally accessible from around the world, in addition to greetings for all and messages of welcome, the year dedicated to St. Francis de Sales will be officially closed, featuring a talk by Father Ivo Collio, General Counselor for Formation, and the Rector Major, Father Angel Fernandez Artime, will proceed with the presentation of the Strena, the Mass in the Basilica of Mary Help of Christians, and in the evening, the community experience of the Via Lucis, a liturgical devotion path born precisely in the Silesian family, close the day. From the 3rd to 6th January, the first permanent formation session was held for 20 Silesian trainees, 18 Congolese and 2 Vietnamese, accompanied by Father Dieudonne Bessa. During the days, the theme, the management of affectivity in a mixed world, was studied in depth by Father Jean-Maria Luanga, rector of the Interdiocesan Major Seminary of Lubumbashi. Furthermore, group work was carried out on the topics raised by the Instrumentum Laboris of the AFC Provincial Chapter, celebrated in the last week of December 2022. In addition to the conferences, other activities were planned every day, in particular prayer, the celebration Eucharist, visits to the environments and families of some native Silesians of Kasenga, moments of fraternity lived together with the young people and the Daughters of Mary Help of Christians of Kasenga. The Central Africa Province AFC has a total of 35 trainees, of whom 20 in the southern part of the country, 13 in the northeast and 2 in Mozambique. The Silesian Oratory of Gachina organized a winter camp for young people from the 3rd to 7th January, which was attended by 36 boys aged 8 to 15, 16 leaders aged 17 to 35 and a Silesian priest. The morning theatrical performances focused on the story of the Nativity of Christ, and various games and fun activities were carried out by the participants. On the last day, Christmas was celebrated according to the Julian calendar, and a final meeting with the parents took place, during which the children and the animators received various gifts. Negin is a young Afghan woman who fled her country in 2021, together with her family, to have the right to dream of a different tomorrow, in which she can be the protagonist of her choices. She now lives in Italy, welcomed by a supportive network and by the Silesians. She studies on a refugee scholarship and has started a new life with her family. "We are free here," she says. Negin remembers that morning 15 months ago in Kabul at her home. It was a day like any other. For weeks we had all been asking ourselves, are they coming in or not? But no one wanted to assume the worst, even though we cried after the Congress of Herat. Then starting at 11 on that morning in mid-August 2021, we met the Taliban again at home, at the university, in offices, on the streets, everywhere. From that day on, the then 19-year-old computer science student began a journey into the unknown that lasted more than a year. A zeroed life that of Negin, who now thousands of kilometers away tries to rebuild together with her mother Razia, expelled from her post as a journalist of Tanadon TV, her father Reza, an architect, fired by the Ministry of Infrastructures, her brother Mohammad Ishan and little sister Matha. Negin now smiles and says she has faith in the future, shaking tightly the hand of Father Pejo, a Salesian, strong as a rock from the Balkans, who, thanks to the generosity of his community, holds her together with the whole family and the gates of Rome. The journey was long, first by bus to Herat, then by car to the border with Iran, and finally in the Iranian city of Qom, where we waited for the visa for Italy. On the 6th of January 2023, Solemnity of the Epiphany, the press office of the Holy See communicated that Holy Father Francis has appointed the Salesian Father Giordano Piccinotti as Under-Secretary of the Administration of the Patrimony of the Apostolic See APSA. He belongs to the San Carlo Berremo province of Lombardy, Emilian Italy, ILE. Father Giordano Piccinotti was born on the 23rd of February 1975 in Manerbio, Italy. He carried out his novitiate in Pinerolo between 1997 and 1998, making his first vows on 8 September 1998. On 12 September 2004, he made his perpetual profession in the Salesian Society of San Giovanni Bosco, and on 17 June 2006, he received priestly ordination. He obtained a licentiate in spirituality theology at the Salesian Pontifical University in Rome, Italy. So viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.